Here we are in Durham. So I thought, let's just head in straight away, jump feet first, and we'll just check out the cathedral before we do anything else. So come with me. Step through the entrance, and one of the first spaces you notice is a smaller chapel. Quiet, intimate, and a stark contrast to what lies beyond. As you move further inside, the scale opens up dramatically. These enormous Norman pillars, solid, carved, perfectly symmetrical, give the cathedral its unmistakable character. At the far end, the altar draws your eye, framed by centuries of craftsmanship and soft filtered light. Look up, and the ceiling tells its own story, arch, detailed and seemingly endless. There's history in every direction, from the cathedral clock, quietly marking time, to the grand organ, ready to fill the entire building with sound. And the stained glass windows, casting colours along the stone, changing with every shift of light. Step outside into the cloisters, and you might feel a sense of deja vu. This is because these very walkways featured in Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, standing as Hogwarts itself. And just beyond, the chapter house, once a meeting place for monks, adds another layer to the cathedral's long and fascinating story. Opposite the cathedral you'll find the castle. Now it is actually student accommodation. Unfortunately, you can't have a wander through in there unless you do it by a guided tour. And we really haven't got time for that, I'm afraid, on this short trip I'm here. So let's leave the castle and have a wander into town instead. Here we are on the lanes, full of charm, character, independent shops, bars and restaurants. So let's explore. These narrow streets feel like they've barely changed in centuries. I wonder how long this building's been around. Heading down towards Elvid Bridge, you'll find plenty of places to eat and drink. Now let's head up back the hill here to the Market Place. Look at the old stonework and the uneven shop fronts. This is a kind of place where you don't need a plan. Just wander, take your time, and let Durham reveal itself at its own pace. Just off the marketplace, you'll find Silver Street. Another place just to stop, grab yourself a bite, and just watch the world go by. While you're here, why not wander along the banks of the river? I decided to cross Prebends Bridge, just so I could see the views of the cathedral from the other side. And as I did so, I spotted these rowers just crossing under the bridge. Just down from the bridge you'll find our rowing club, and they were out in force today on the river. Let's have a quick look back at the bridge before moving on. The cathedral feels more dramatic from this side, perched high above the river, almost guarding the city. We're now heading under Framwell Gate Bridge, and let's have a quick look back towards it. Walking across the bridge from the lanes, you come to the new Riverside Walk complex. It's a great spot to pause, maybe grab a drink. It also hosts a fair few familiar restaurant chains. From here you can take a quick look back at the city. Well, that's our trip to Durham done, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll catch you in the next one. If you haven't already, please subscribe and give the video a like, and as usual, thanks for watching.